nothing right now. As you can see, everybody doing their pledge. Hey, so there goes the pledge. Everybody's going, but Dave is gonna carry. Dave's gonna carry the game. Oh, 50 wins in one game. He's gonna carry the game, dude. Dave will carry the game. Everybody, Dave's gonna carry the game. If he doesn't, oh, then blame it on him, y'all.
Dave's gonna hit a bird outside the stadium.
Stop.
I'm telling you.
No doubt, no doubt, dude. His force is among us. Oh my goodness, y'all. Dave will win for us. He's gonna win for us. If he doesn't, oh, well, this is, so. Anyway, so as I was saying, y'all, hopefully Dave gets all the wins. If he doesn't, it's over. It isn't over yet. Anyway, right now, more people are coming in for Farmersville. Oh, they're supporting us. Oh, we love our team. It's okay. It's okay, though. It's okay. Anyways, as you guys can see, I'm just getting tired. What? Really? Why? Wait, come here. Because I cannot hear you. So I'm the one coming to the first.
Leading off for the Panthers.
I can't do this.
Just talk about the games. Like, oh, that's cool.
Anyway, y'all. No. I mean, I could have another person here. Alexis, I could have another person here. Just gonna ask. Just ask if you can do another one. Anyways, y'all, Mason's day is throwing. And it looks like Carlos caught the ball. And it's going out good. It looks like the team are holding out their hands up to cheer on. Number 12 of the batter from the other side did not hit yet. Looks like Mason is getting warmed up.
Oh, mad dog.
He's doing good right now. He's going in. He throws it. Ooh, but Carlo gets it again. That's nice. Honestly, that's a good catch from Carlo. Carlo. I mean Carlo.
Come mad at, come kid.
Let's see. Ooh, it hit down. Looks like from the other side are yelling and screaming so much. Honestly, they're right here cheering on their teammate. That's nice. Oh, he misses it, and there you go. That is one out. The other side of the team. All right, looks like everybody's here getting warmed
Second
up.
baseman number 5, Corbin
They're all
Broyles.
getting ready here. Looks like Mason's getting ready. He's on concentrated right now. Carlo catches it. Honestly, that's amazing. That's amazing. Looks like number 5 is getting ready. Ooh.
Go on up, kid.
Right now, it's going out good. Still with one strike. There goes Mason Day. Ooh. Mason Day gets the ball apparently. He doesn't catch it. Ooh. Looks like the number 5 from the blue side gets the first base. Looks like number 13 is coming up now.
Now batting third baseman number 13, Trent Thompson.
It looks like he's on concentrated already. He's doing good. All right. As y'all can see, Mason's getting quite the position. Ooh. All right, let's see.
Go on.
Apparently they're all screaming right now.
Hey, let him hit it. Come on.
And it looks like Carlo's right here just sitting down, waiting. Carlo, yeah. 13.
Let's go, Daddy.
So it looks like number 13 is not, just waiting for the perfect chance to knock out the ball. He doesn't want to strike it yet.
Batting first baseman number 22, Mason Wilkins.
We get going here in the top of the first. Got Mason Day pitching for the Farmers. Don't have rosters yet. Getting a little bit of a late start. Traffic on the way over here to Canton for this first game matchup between the Farmers and Spring Hill out of Longview.
Hey, let him swing, kids. Let him swing.
Ball fouled off to the right side. Bring up a 2-1 count. 2 outs here in the first. Get lineups going for you when we get some rosters in.
Let's go, Daddy. Come, kids. Let him swing it.
Ball 4 right there. Walks number 22 for Spring Hill. Puts runners on first and second with 2 outs here in the top of the first.
Now batting the catcher number 15, Eli Emery.
Eli Emery pulling that off the
Let's go, Daddy. Home, kid.
PA announcer. Coming here to bat with 2 runners on first and second here in the top of the first. Line drive to center field. That's going to get the right center gap. Past Jahir and McAbee out in right. Relay coming in, but not in time. That's going to score both runners. Spring Hill jumps off to a 2-0 lead right there off a nice line drive double to the right center gap. Gonna have a courtesy runner here for your catcher.
And the run for the catcher number 1, Hudson Bartell.
Hudson Bartell coming in for Spring Hill to courtesy run.
Catcher number 18, Grant Burton.
Grant Burton, this is your pitcher tonight, number 18 for Spring Hill, coming to bat. 2 outs, runner on second base. Ball a little bit up.
Hey, let's swing. Come on. Yeah, Daddy. Come on now. One.
That one's down in the dirt. It's going to allow the runner to move over to third base.
Settle down, kid.
Ball 2, 2-0 the count.
Hey, settle in.
Swing and a miss. Strike one. 2-1 to count. Look close from here, maybe a little bit outside with the umpire calls. Gonna bring up a 3-1 count on the batter. 3-1 pitch is gonna hit him. Gonna get him in the lower leg, not too hard. Gonna jog down to first base, and that's gonna put runners on the corners here with 2 outs. 2 runs already scored here in the top of the first for Spring Hill.
Courtesy running for the pitcher, number 7, Reed New.
Courtesy runner in there at first base for the pitcher.
Number 10, left fielder, Caden Rhodes.
No balls, 1 strike. Delivery by Day. Gonna be a little bit low and inside. Gonna bring up a 1-1 count here. I'm trying to entice Stephen Tuck, who just walked up and joined me here in our booth set up by our team. I think he's gonna finally agree to throw the headset on. Welcome, Mr. Tuck.
Is it on?
It's on.
No, I can't hear it.
No, you're good. I can hear you.
Oh, there you go.
All right. Snap throw back down to third. Not in time. – 3-1 pitch on the way. Runners at second and third now. Ground ball to third base, fielded by Redwine. Throw over to first. The play is made and finished the inning right there. Good play by Redwine.
Nice.
Get out of that inning right there. Yeah, with runners on the corners or on second and third. Down early 2-0, but a good job getting out of that inning with runners in scoring position. So again, we're without lineups tonight. So we're doing our best to call it as we see it. We certainly will announce the Farmers as they come up here in the bottom of the first.
We can make do.
Yeah, we'll get by.
Good looking field.
We'll be right back to start this bottom half of the first. All right, here we go. Back here to start the bottom half of the first inning. Paxton Graves leading off for the Farmers. Number 7 playing shortstop tonight.
Has he got blonde hair or bleached blonde hair?
Yeah,
now?
they bleached him. Look at Mason.
Look at Carlo.
Yeah.
Mason did his too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Takes first pitch for strike 1. Yeah, I'm not going to make too many comments on the hair. They did it, solidarity thing, you know, the playoffs.
yeah.
I get it.
Guarantee you Reese didn't do it.
Takes ball one right there. I will only say it because his mom said it first. But there was some reference to Mason, his look, and Justin Bieber. That's all I'm saying.
I can see that.
A good line drive single to center field right there. Leading off the Farmers, Paxton Graves. Got a runner on. They look to answer that 2-run top of the first by Spring Hill.
Now batting.
Coming up to bat, number 14, Mason Justin Bieber Irwin is what we're going to call him for now. Number 14 playing first base tonight. He'll kill me if he ever listens to this broadcast.
Right.
Great bunt laid down the third baseline. Going to move the runner. Good job. Well played by the defense right there. Getting the out at first base, but he does move the runner successfully over. Good sack bunt. Bringing up number 15 playing center field tonight, Jair Venegas.
Center fielder number 15, Jair Venegas.
See what he's gonna have him doing.
Lays off that pitch in the dirt for ball one. Pitch called strike one, evens up the count at 1-1. One out here in the bottom of the first. Long look in, ready to deal. Breaking ball fouled off back to the right side over the net. Going to be 1-2. Another long look in. Deals to the plate. Another breaking ball. Going to miss outside. 2-2 count. Jair ready. Another breaking ball. That ball's down in the dirt. Makes the count full. 3-2 right here. First base open. Good stick at the plate. Pitch is going to be up.
Nice.
That's going to be ball 4.
Way to battle back. Rack up them pitches.
Yep. Always helps. That brings bases. See, we got first and second. Carlo and Graves,
Sebastian.
or Jair and Nelson, or I'm calling them by their dad and their brother's names.
There's a Graves and a Venegas out there somewhere.
There's a Venegas and a Graves out there. Sebastian Redwine up to the plate.
And
Number
another
4
Venegas on deck.
playing third base. Yeah, and we got another Venegas. That's Carlo on deck. Swing move by the pitcher. Just keeping him honest. Sebastian with the famous walk-off hit by pitch.
Yes.
On
Yes.
Friday night to bring us
Walk
here.
off hit by pitch RBI
Yeah.
to clinch the series.
Yeah, fouls it off to the right side over the backstop or over the first base dugout. 0-1 count to Sebastian. Breaking ball fouled off on a check swing by Red Wine. Bring the count to 0-2. Breaking ball. Called strike 3 right there on Red Wine. Not real happy about it, but
Nope. Here's up Carlo.
that's going to bring up Carlo Venegas, number 13, your catcher. Here with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. We got runners on first and second.
I walked up and he had his helmet off looking to throw. And I thought it was Brady pitching or catching.
Catching.
Because the blonde hair threw me off.
Yep. We have a handful of farmers sporting the bleached haircut. We've got a fly ball flared out to right field. He's camped on it. He's going to squeeze it and in the bottom of the first.
Leave 2 on.
Leave a runner on first and second for the farmers. Come out here to do some work here in the top of the second. We'll be back to join you in just a few. All right, here we go. Get ready to start this second inning. Again, without lineups, and we were rushing to get here, and AV crew did a great job getting everything set up. I guess that was our fault.
Well, I didn't even know we were doing anything.
They did a good job and held things together. Strike 1 call, first pitch to number 19. Let's go by numbers. As long as they're right-handed, we can see them. We're over here next to the farmer's dugout on the third base side. That's strike 2 swinging. Day deals, looks a little bit low and inside for ball 1. Breaking ball, left it up. That's going to even the count up at 2-2 on number 19. Two pitch close. Caught a little bit up, maybe out. Brings the
We're
count
not
full
having
at 3-2.
regular, vantage point angle here, seeing the movement of the pitches.
Yes, that's going to be out. Yeah, we typically do the broadcast from up in the press box in Farmersville, and we get a good look at the pitches.
Mm-hmm.
Not always see a good look on the elevation necessarily, but certainly see the plate well. We're making do over here.
Yeah.
With the dugout view. Runner on first on the walk. Number 11 up to the plate. Day deals. Shot to left field. It's going to fall down in front of McNeese. Going to hold him to first and second on that single. 2 runners on now with no outs.
Number 12's up. Has he been up already, I guess?
No.
Travis Allen, there you go.
Yeah. We have to listen to the PA announcer to get some names. Travis Allen up.
Try and make some notes.
Shows bunt. Slap hit attempt, swing and a miss for strike one. Signs from the coach and shoves his cheat sheet back in his back pocket. He's going to lay down the sack bunt. Well played by Venegas. Back from that catcher spot, throws him out, but he is successful in moving the runners, does his job. Now Spring Hill with one out has runners at second and third.
Number
Now batting the
5.
second baseman, number 5, Corbin Broyles.
Corbin Royals.
Number 5, second baseman, coming up to the bat. Dave pitches a little bit down. It'll be ball one. That's in the dirt. Great job by Venegas blocking that ball right there with the runner on third, keeping the runners tight. 2-0 count now on number 5. Down again. Can bring up a 3-0 count. We have a little bit of a mound conference here. Coach Norden goes out. Looks like we may have a pitching change. And we are, I believe, based on who ran off, I believe we're going to have number 7, Paxton Graves, hit the mound.
Yes. I'm telling you, the hair's throwing me off.
Yeah, we're going to get
It's like Camden is coming in.
yeah, we're going to get Sebastian sliding over from the third base spot to shortstop. Camden Anderson coming in to play third.
Reese probably got second, I guess. I don't know, maybe not now because he's playing short.
No, Reese still there at second.
I thought I
Reese
saw
is going to stay at second.
Jahir's
I did
moving over.
see.
Because Mason's in center now.
Yeah,
Irwin's in
so we
center.
saw we're going to see Mason Day go to first. Mason Irwin shift back out to his lockdown spot out there in center field, and Jahir will slide over into that right field spot in place of Maccabee.
I didn't realize how much hair Paxton had. I didn't know he had no wings going out.
Yeah, it shows up when it's bleached blonde,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Justin Bieber, huh?
Nah, that's Mason.
Oh, Bieber.
You got to
yeah,
get Mason. Yeah. Don't tell him I said that. His mom said it, not me.
Farmer, number 7, Paxton Graves.
Yeah, so we'll shift around in the lineup here with the pitching change.
Second baseman, number 5, Corbin Broyles.
Burrow's still at the plate. Pax coming in on a 3-0 count right here. Tough spot to come in. See if he can work his way back right here. We got runners on second and third here in the top of the second inning and no outs. I'm sorry, we have one out. We had the sacrifice bunt.
Just missed down.
That's going to be down for ball 4 and load the bases. Tough spot to come in and try to pitch to a guy. Starting him off at 3-0.
Trent Thompson.
Trent Thompson, number 13. Going to bat here with bases loaded. One out in the top of the second inning. Ball's down. Going to get back to the backstop and score a run right there. Wild pitch in the dirt. Venegas tried to get over and block. Got a piece of it, not able to stop it. Gets back to the backstop and scores a run right there. So now we're looking at one run in here in the top of the second inning. 3-0 Spring Hill. Runner still on second and third. Ball down for ball 2.
Infield's rolled up.
Yep, infield's rolled up pretty tight. Hard ground ball hit past second base.
The other one comes in.
Venegas able to get the ball in pretty quick. Hold the runner that was on second from scoring. Runner from third scores. Makes the score 4-0.
Kason Wilkins up.
Runners on the corners here. 1 out. Good breaking ball for a strike right there. He's thrown that pitch well all season long. When he can get that one working and make that a pretty consistent pitch, then he can be pretty effective. Signal to the infield from Venegas with this first and third situation. Pitch from Graves, breaking ball, lays down a bunt, able to get the run home. So successful bunt right there. Gets his job done. It's going to be the second out, but not before another run scores, making it 5-0 Spring Hill.
Now batting number 15, Eli Emery.
Eli Emery coming to bat. Here with 2 outs and runner on second base now. Moved over from that sac bunt. That's the pitch I'm talking about right there. There's a good hard breaking ball right there for strike 1.
Hitters don't like it.
Been successful with it because he throws it pretty hard, but it's definitely a difference in speed.
Right.
Change up from his fastball.
Almost got the
And he's
pick off.
got a good sharp break. Yeah, pick-off attempt to Reese Tuck out there at second base. Runner back in safe. There's again, breaking ball for a strike.
He wanted it, but changed his mind at the last minute.
0-2 count.
Second.
Yeah.
Paxton's looking pretty relaxed for the situation. I don't know if I'd be that relaxed at all.
Fastball called strike 3. Yeah, when you see that breaking ball, and he comes back with, pretty decent velocity fastball right there.
Yeah.
It's hard to catch up with. Certainly not a pitcher you go in sitting fastball because he throws that breaking ball so much, and you get to an 0-2 count, and then you don't have any idea what's coming, right? Is he going to come back with the breaking ball? Is he going to come with that fastball that you haven't even seen yet?
His delivery looks pretty same.
Yeah.
On both pitches.
Yeah. Good job right there by the Farmers getting out of that one, finishing that one off, but not before Spring Hill scores another 3 runs. We are down 5-0. We'll be back for the bottom of the second here shortly. go, ready to start the bottom of the second inning here. Number 6, DH, Jace Fagan, coming up to bat for the Farmers to lead off this bottom of the second. A good fastball to start off that at bat, called strike one. Second pitch fouled off straight back. 0-2 count on Fagan. Oh, goes for one up at the letters. Strikeout swinging for Fagan right there. One out here in the top of the second. Brings up number 22 left fielder Garrett McNeese to the plate.
Legs. Dude is solid.
Good hard cut. We've seen that all season. He doesn't shy away from taking hard cuts. He's done a pretty good job these last 2-3 weeks, putting the bat on the ball with some pretty big hits, including that walk-off against Sunnyvale. Hard cut on the fastball for strike two. 0-2 count here on McNeese. Ball going to be outside. 1-2 count. Good velocity from the pitcher right here. Certainly one. Big McNeese, if he can barrel one up, can hit it a long way.
Yes.
He's going to go, I believe, yes. They're going to call it. Tried to check his swing right there on the pitch up and went. Called strike three. We'll bring up 2 outs, and number 3, third baseman Camden Anderson coming to the plate.
Now batting number 3, Camden Anderson.
Should have a list of their hobbies. Camden Anderson likes fishing and golf.
Yeah, he does like some golf.
Jack swing.
Didn't go. Ball 1. Take that one maybe up, out. Hard to tell from here.
Yeah,
we don't get that. We don't get that inside out look from this angle. 2-0 count. Pitch on the way. Ball in the dirt. He's going to take ball 3.
Good start.
You're going to leave that up. 4-pitch walk right there for Anderson. Get a runner on base. Bringing up the beast, Mr. Reese Tuck.
He's 4 foot 14 inches.
Batting number 2.
His hobbies, other than getting hit by pitches.
Yeah. He plays one of the video games. I'm not sure which one he plays, but
Yeah, I think they all do.
Oop.
Flies
Great
one out
contact.
to center field. Looks like he's going to camp under it. Going to make the play for that third out. Got the bat on the ball. Going to leave one stranded on first. After 2, we're still at 5-0. We'll be back. down the Vanilla Ice music from the PA right there.
Top of the third inning.
Number 18.
Number 18, Grant Burton.
Number 18, Burton,
Grant
up
Burton.
to the plate. Paxton Graves came on in relief last inning. Pitching here in the top of the third. Foul ball down the right side is 0-1. Second pitch, breaking ball is going to stay inside. Not able to catch the plate right there. Even the count at 1-1. Good breaking ball right there. Swing and a foul tip. 1-2. I'd like to see what our camera sees.
Yes.
To see how accurate they can see. So then if I say something that's really off, then no one really knows it.
The umpire's been pretty good about his hand movements.
Yeah,
You know,
he does.
outside
Yeah,
and
he does.
inside.
He does show that pitch definitely high. No question about that one. Even to count at 2-2.
But we're trying to look through a tent leg, 2 cameras, camera person, plus a screen.
We'll make do. Good pitch right there on the outside corner. Fastball for strike 3.
Number 10's up. Hopefully we'll get his name.
Get your first out right here. Top of the third.
This
Now
might be
batting number 10,
top of the lineup, maybe.
Nathan Rhodes.
Rhodes?
Sound like Rhodes. Again, we're without lineup, so we're going off the PA announcer. Fastball looked pretty good from here, maybe a little bit out. Ball 1. 1-0 pitch coming from Graves. Fouled up, popped up to the right side. Mason Day over, trying to hustle over and get to the fence. Lands just in the field of play, but not able to get over there to it. Actually, it may have gone just over the fence, out of the field of play.
I can't see that far.
Pitch by Graves, breaking ball. Ooh, that was a close
man.
one. That was a good pitch. Maybe left that just a bit inside. 2-1 count. Then looked up and out, yeah. 3-1 to count. Graves working pretty steadily out there, working quick. Comes back in with the fastball, swing and a miss, bring the count full. It's Graves' strength right here because he will absolutely throw the breaking ball on this pitch right here, as he does, and gets the swing in strike 3.
Good job.
I told you, that's again his strength. And you know, a lot of guys have to rely on that fastball when they have to come in, have to come with the strike.
19, Mason Barnes.
Graves will throw that breaking ball just as often and consistent as he does his fastball. Two outs now. Starts him off with a breaking ball in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes.
I got 9 batters, so I'm thinking he's number 2 in their lineup.
Way outside. Going to go to the backstop. 2 balls, no strikes.
Graves just trying to get the batter to guess, you know. Got to keep him guessing.
Give him something different to look at.
Oh, that just missed. Outside.
Just missed the outside corner from the call. The umpire's doing a pretty good job of signaling where the pitches are. 3 balls, no strike. He's going to get that one. Stayed down in the zone right there at the knees, but able to get that one across the plate with the fastball. 3-1 pitch on the way. He's going to call strike 2. I think he got that one on the inside corner.
19 didn't like it.
No. 3-2 pitch.
There you go.
Again, called strike 3. That's 2 3-2 strikeouts. Now, you don't want your guy having to throw 6, 7 pitches and then a bat right there twice in a row, but able to get out of 2 3-2 counts with strikeouts right there. That's a great job right there by Paxton Graves.
Or 17 that inning.
Yep. All right, we'll be back for this bottom of the third.
Leading off the bottom of the third inning, number 7, Paxton Graves.
Back at the bottom of the third with top of the Farmersville lineup. First pitch is called strike.
All right, I'm back.
I moved some stuff. I don't know if I was moving the right stuff or not.
1-1 count on Paxton Graves. Breaking ball, called strike 2. Ball's up.
Up and out. 2-2 count now on Graves.
Let's go, Stepper. Get her hip, get her hip, get her hip, get her hip.
Ripped to left center. Ball is going to be caught, tracked down by the center fielder right there.
Uses their first
Good
out.
play. One out here. Bottom of the third. Bringing up number 14, now center fielder, Mason Irwin.
Number 14, Mason Irwin.
Jumps on first pitch.
Ground ball to second, going to be getting by a couple of steps right there. Quick 2 outs for the Farmers. Venegas coming up to bat, looking to get a runner on the bases right here in the bottom of the third.
15, Venegas.
Come on, John Deere.
That Fagan kid, I don't know about him.
First pitch swinging right there, fouled straight back. He was on it, timing-wise. Bringing up a 0-1 count on Jahir.
In the dirt.
Yep, good eye right there, letting that breaking ball go in the dirt. 1-1 count.
Got a called strike on him.
Yeah, again, from here we can't tell. Look, I would have thought that would have been a little bit out from the reaction of the catcher, but he's going to get a called strike too. little brother, Blondie Venegas over here, cheering him on. He liked that. He liked that take right there. Another one takes another one up, bringing up the count to full. 3-2 count with 2 outs right here. Venegas trying to do anything he can to get on the bags. Going to take ball 4. Puts a runner on the bags, brings up number 4. Shortstop Sebastian Redwine.
Sebastian Redwine.
Good lead by Venegas over on first. Going to call strike 1 to Redwine. 0-1 to count here.
Good take.
Takes down for ball 1. 1-1 count. Venegas making him think over there. Getting a good lead on first, a good breakaway secondary. Close play. Snap throw back to first base. Jahir slid. Almost looked like his slide got kind of stuck up in that turf. I wasn't going to make there, but he was able to get back in time. 2-1 count now on Redwine. Another call looked a lot like that first pitch.
Yeah.
Fastball, a little bit up in the zone. 2-2 count on Redwine. Venegas with an extra step. Cut, swing and strike 3. Going to end the inning right here. We're through 3. Farmers still down 5-0. We'll be back here for the top of the 4th. All right, we're back here for the top of the 4th inning.
Designated hitter number 11, Trenton Bell.
Trenton Bell up to bat. DH number 11 takes a breaking ball down low for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch hit up, popped up high, foul on the right side. Venegas making a long run, not able to track it down. Good hustle out there by the right fielder.
He's pretty quick.
He's very quick. I watched him play a lot of free safety in the football team this year.
Oh, yeah.
He did a pretty good job tracking balls down there, too.
He's just an all-around good athlete.
Yeah, he is. Got to get his hat and get back in position. Graves ready to deal, and a 1-1 pitch. Ball's down. 2-1 count. Here to the DH. He goes up at 1 at the letters. Swinging strike 2, 2-2 count. Graves goes to that breaking ball. Ball's down in the dirt. They check down, but batter definitely checked his swing right there. Didn't go. Another full count. Third batter in a row going back to last inning. Not going to get the strikeout on this one. That ball looked like, from the umpire's signal, looked like it was a little bit in and down. Going to be ball 4. Puts the DH on first base.
Number 12, Travis Allen's coming up.
12, Travis Allen.
Travis Allen coming to the plate. Runner on first, no outs here in the top of the 4th inning. Pick off, check over there to first base to Mason Day. Back easily. He, a lot like Mason Irwin, tend to work pretty fast.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So you see that the batter getting in there and calling timeout, wanting to get a chance to get set before he sees the pitch.
There you go.
Called strike 1.
Looked like the same elevation from here, but there's the other one he got away with.
Batter getting his signs, checking his cheat sheet and back in the pocket. I think it's the same guy that had the back pocket cheat sheet before. They have bunted a couple of times tonight. Certainly a possibility right here. Runner on first and nobody out.
I don't know if I'd want to bunt if you're already up 5-0. I think I want to let the guys just hit.
Sack bunt down the first base line, going to go just foul. Make it strike 2.
Good bunt, though.
I told you.
It's right on that line. Well, that's why you're a coach and I'm not.
Slow walk back to the batter's box.
I really wish I knew what those numbers meant.
He probably does too, so he didn't have to keep digging that thing out of his pocket every time.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough.
Pickoff play gets by Mason Day at first base. Runner's going to advance at least a second. He's going to turn for 3. Venegas having to field the ball down the line. Throw into Anderson at third base. Not in time. Runner sliding safely into third.
Trenton Bell now at third.
So tough one right there.
Mm-hmm.
Ball gets down the line, and now you go from a 0-2 count with holding that runner on first. Advances all the way to third base. Scoring position right here with nobody out. Great block right there. Ball in the dirt.
Yes.
Hit about a foot in front of the plate. Venegas able to corral it and keep it right there in front of him. Hold that runner at third. 1-2 count now. Pitch on the way. Going to be down. Fastball for ball 2. 2-2 count. Foul ball chopped to the left side. Count remains at 2-2. 2-2 pitch on the way. Breaking ball
got
called,
him.
strike 3. That's the one he likes.
Bring him up.
It's your first out of the inning right there.
Corbin Broyles.
Corbin Broyles coming up to the plate. One out here in the top of the 4th.
Waiting for his area code from his coach.
Going to go to his cheat sheet, shove it in his back pocket. Pitch on the way from Graves. Breaking ball called, strike 1. Steps back in the box here. 0-1 with 1 out. Graves to deliver. Shows bunt. Pulls back and takes that ball.
Like they're doing a cattle drive out there in right field.
Yeah. A lot of beef out there.
Yeah.
1-1 pitch from Graves. Going to show bunt again. Pops it up. Lands in fair territory, but bounces foul for strike 2. Bring up a 1-2 count. Gets himself adjusted after that run down to first. Takes him a minute. Jumping back in for this 1-2 count from Graves. Fastball. Oh, looked good. I think it was just outside. Yep. Brings the count to 2-2. Pick off to third. Runner back safe. Breaking ball hit foul down the left field line. Count's going to stay at 2-2. Chopper hit to Reese Tuck at second base. Going to try to take it home and cut off the runner. Throw a little bit high. I think he would have been safe anyway.
I don't know whose dad that is, whose kid that is, but he should have known to go to first.
Batting number 13,
I believe he was taught
Thompson.
trading out for a run.
Run is safe nonetheless. Still 1 out here. Top of the 4th. Now we got a runner at first base. Ground ball hit up the middle. Opportunity for a double play.
Got him.
Redwine takes it himself, steps on the bag and goes to 1.
Well played.
Nice double play right there by Sebastian Redwine. Perfect ball for that too. Not before one run crosses the plate, bringing the score to 6-0. We'll be back here for the bottom of the 4th. We are back here,
Bottom of the fourth inning.
bottom of the fourth.
Hey, let's
Number
go.
13,
Come on.
Carlo
Let's
Venegas.
start to play here.
Catcher
Let's go.
Carlo Venegas
My God, baby, let's go.
leading off the inning. Farmers looking to make some noise here. We are in the
Here we go, 1-3. Here we go, Carlo, babe.
bottom of four and have struggled to get a lot of runners on base, and when we have, haven't been able to get them across the plate. Called strike one to Venegas.
Here now, 1-3. Here we go, Carlo.
Oh, called strike two. 0-2 the count now on Venegas. Gonna let that one go outside. 1-2 count. What do we call him? Blondie Venegas?
Blondie Venegas. I think he liked it too.
He laughed. He'll laugh at anything.
There you
Breaking
go.
ball
Ah.
driven down the left side, just foul. Good job of turning on that breaking ball, just not able to wait up long enough. Barreled it up good. Count remains at 1-2. One-two pitch going to be up and out. Came back with the breaking ball there. 2-2 pitch on the way. Fastball fouled off down the right side. Going to stay at 2-2. For Blondie. Although half of them are Blondie now.
Mm-hmm.
Grounds a fastball to shortstop. Clean play. Throw over to first to make the out. One out here in the bottom of four.
Now batting.
It's going to bring up the DH, number 6, Jace Fagan. Chase looking to get something started here for the Farmers in the fourth.
Yeah, James, base 6.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Strike two.
Take strike two looking. Get a timeout right there. Reset himself. Tall Jace Fagan at wide stance in the batter's box. Ball looks out. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Come on, Jace. Now Jace, babe. Now Canton, babe.
Foul tip.
Swing, foul tip, caught by the catcher. That's going to be strike 3. Bring up 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth.
Bring up Garrett McNeese.
Now batting number 22, Garrett McNeese.
Left fielder McNeese steps in. Hard cut, fouls the ball back. Out of play on the right side. No balls, 1 strike. Called strike 2. Looked like inside part of the plate. Good pitch right there. 0-2 count on McNeese. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Going to be a quick inning for the Farmers right there. Not able to get anything going. Bring us to the top of the 5th. We'll be back. A couple of defensive changes here for the Farmers in the top of the 5th. Coming into pitch, number 15, Jair Venegas. Paxton Graves shifting back to his shortstop position, and Sebastian Redwine floating over here to third. I believe my eyes aren't very good either. I believe
Levi's back.
that's
in right field.
Maccabee. Maccabee back into the game.
Called first strike on 22, Kason Wilkins.
Maccabee back out there in right field. Strike 2 called. 0-2 to start here in the top of the 5th for Jair. Like his cohorts, he's working fast up there on the mound.
Mm-hmm.
Batter holding time, trying to make sure he gets his chance to get set. Venegas deals home. Called strike 3. Great job coming in right there. Jair, who hasn't been able to pitch for a large part of the season, coming off an elbow injury, and has had a couple of opportunities to get in and get some rehab work, but really hasn't done a lot of doesn't have a lot of innings.
Yeah, I don't think he's pitched more than 2 innings so far.
Yeah.
Well, the last half of the season. The Eli Emery up to the plate.
Fly ball out to Maccabee in right. Coming on, it's going to drop in front of him. Actually going to get by him. High bounce off the turf.
Looks like he's in there
Allow
for
the
a double.
batter to get in there to second base. You know, there's almost every field they play on now is artificial turf.
Right.
And they're great fields. And from a defensive perspective, it's great. If you're an infielder, you love playing on the turf. All the hops are true. You got no dirt, ridges, things like that. It's tough in the outfield. Fly balls like that because balls bounce so much more.
Right.
They don't die in the grass like they do on natural turf. So that's the negative. You get some of those kind of plays. Little up and in for ball 1. Up again, ball gets away from Venegas. Carlo, we may have to call them by their first names here. We've got big brother pitching to little brother. I know it's pretty special. His dad, mom are at every game. I know they like to see those guys get to work together.
2-0 pitch on Grant Burton.
Big brother gets the called strike 1, bringing the count to 2-1. 2-1 pitch. Line to right. Going to go just foul.
Just
By
foul.
a couple of feet. That's a run scored and probably a double if that's 2 feet further to the left.
Yes.
Nonetheless, that's strike 2. Evens up the count, 2-2. Pitch from Venegas. Didn't see a signal.
Just missed.
It had to be just down.
Looks like umpire threw up 3-1.
No, there's
Or
2
three
strikes.
Yeah,
There's 2 strikes. There's a foul ball and
that's
a
right.
called strike. 3-2 pitch. Curveball lined out to right field. It's going to be a single. Cut into the infield, but he's up for a single and drove in that run from third.
Now batting number 10, Hayden Rhodes.
7th run put up on the board. Farmers look to try to shut that down and give themselves an opportunity.
Aiden Rhodes up the bat now. Number 10.
Good lead off of first. Fastball's up for ball 1.
Now running at first base, number 7, Reed Moon.
1-0 pitch down. Pitch is going to be out. It's going to get away from Carlo. Going to go to the backstop and move the runner up from first to second. Another runner in scoring position and a 3-0 count on the batter right here. Called strike one. Venegas looking to come all the way back here. Timeout called. Little Venegas goes out to talk to big brother Venegas. Big pitch right here as he looks to stay with this batter. Modest lead over there at second base. Swing and a miss. Strike two brings the count full. Ball chopped down to first base, fielded by Day. Going to make the out there, step on the bag. Works a lot.
Second to third.
Works a lot like a sack bunt right there. Moves the runner up one bag to third. But 2 outs here.
Now batting number 19, Mason Barnes.
Mason Barnes up to bat. Pitch by Venegas. Breaking ball. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Breaking ball up a little bit in the zone. Evens it up at 1-1.
A little low.
Yeah. Fastball just a bit down.
Fagan liked it.
Need him calling our balls and strikes, huh?
Yeah.
2-1 pitch from Venegas. Breaking
There you
ball.
go.
Called strike two. Evens it up at 2-2.
Just missed on that one. Brings count full. With 2 outs.
Yeah, I was trying to tell where that was. Looked like a pretty good pitch from the side. Again, just we don't have the vantage point that we normally have.
Right.
Breaking ball fouled right into the Farmersville dugout over here at third base. Keep them awake in there. Three-two pitch again, coming from Venegas. Another breaking ball, looked pretty good, probably just missed out. Going to put runners on the corners here with 2 outs, top of the 5th.
Now batting number 11, Trenton Bell.
Farmers looking to find a way to get an out right here, get out of this one. They've got a lot of offensive work to do to get back in this thing. Down 7-0 here in the 5th inning.
Trenton Bell back up at the plate. 2 outs on him.
Ball's way up. Throw down. Oh,
no.
That's a tough one.
That is a tough one.
Yeah, we had a ball up at the plate. That's a tough play for Carlo to come down. Tries to make the throw on the runner stealing second.
Had plenty of time on him.
Runner, yeah, the ball gets away, goes to center field. So the runner from first, stealing second, advances all the way to third. Runner from third scores home. 8-0. Farmers are down.
Hey, slow down. Come on.
Good block by Carlo right there. Ball in the dirt.
Go, 15. Come, kid.
2-0 count on the batter.
There you go.
Breaking ball called strike. 2-1.
Big swing.
Yeah, it was that's a tough play for Carlo to make right there to try to get that throw.
Yeah.
The pitch was high. It's like batter's head high. Coming out of the stance, and if you don't know Carlo and you don't see on the camera very good, he's not exactly the tallest kid out there. It's little Carlo. But he plays big back there, just not able to get up that high and get off a good throw to second. I think he had the time. Certainly has a good arm. Venegas gets called strike three right there. Get out of that, not four.
I think that brings
Give up 2 more runs.
Brings up 8, 9, and 1 for Farmersville, I believe.
We'll be back for bottom of 5. Here we go. Get ready to start the bottom of the 5th. Leading off for your Farmers, number 5, back out in right field, Levi Maccabee.
Now batting number 5, Levi Maccabee.
First pitch, swinging. Maccabee swinging a miss for strike 1. Pitch is down, even it up at 1-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. It's a 1-2 count. If you're looking at the scoreboard, not correct. Be swing and a miss, strike 3 to Maccabee. 1 out for the Farmers here in the bottom of the 5th. That brings up number 2, second baseman Reese Tuck.
Now batting number 2, Reese Tuck.
Pitch swinging.
Off his foot.
Fouled off his foot. Not real comfortable, but he's used to getting hit by baseballs. 0-1 count as Tuck looks to try to get something going here in the 5th for the Farmers. Catcher walks out. Take a minute. I think that was a courtesy timeout right there. Let Reese walk that off a little bit.
Pretty good sportsmanship for them to do that.
Yep. Breaking ball up high. Reese leaves it up. Evens the count, 1-1. Line drive up the middle.
Up the gap. Yes, sir.
Nice single by Reese Tuck up the middle. Good hard shot. Barreled that one up. No play to be made.
Now batting number 7, Paxton Graves.
Yeah. Back at the top of the lineup for your Farmers.
Paxton Graves to the plate. Number 7, Reese Tuck over on first with a nice lead. Foul ball down the right side. Strike one.
Go, 7.
0-1 pitch on the way. Called strike 2.
Go, 7.
Called timeout.
I'm back. Go, 7.
Reset for Graves right there.
Go, 7.
Where he gets this 0-2 pitch.
Go, 7. I'm hit.
Ball's up. One-two count. Good swing by Graves right there. Fouls the ball back. 1-2 count. Graves step back in. 1-2 pitch on the way. Breaking ball, swing and a miss for strike 3.
He waited for the Fishing in the Dark song to play anytime Irwin walks up to bat.
Now batting number 14.
Number 14, center fielder Mason Irwin comes up to bat with 2 outs. We got a runner on first. Mr. Tuck with a nice lead. Breaking ball up. 1 ball, no strikes. Swing fouled back into the net. Evens the count at 1-1. Hard ground ball to first base on the breaking ball. First base bobbles it, able to corral it just good enough. Pitch the ball over to the pitcher covering first and gets the out at first base. Irwin grounds out. It's going to end the inning. Another change coming here. We have a new pitcher for the Farmers.
Kate?
Kate Ellis going to take the mound, take over duties from Jahir. Looks like Jahir is going to move back out to right field. Believe everything else is going to stay as it was.
Infield looks the same. And McNeese is out in left. Irwin's going to center.
Yep.
And John Deere in right field.
John Deere Venegas.
Apparently Fagan's mom, whenever she yells Jahir.
It sounds like John Deere.
Yeah. That's why Jace, you hear him yelling John Deere.
We're sitting here in a tough one. Farmers down 8-0 going in here to the top of the 6th. 2 innings left to try to make something happen. 4th pitcher on the mound for the Farmers tonight.
At least they broke up his no-hitter.
They did do that. Little tuck. Start somewhere.
Pitching for the Farmers, number
I think I've only seen Cade pitch a couple games.
leading off the top of the 6th inning.
Been a while.
Number 12.
It's been a while since he's been on the mound. Want to see him get in here and just throw some strikes. Let the defense work a little bit.
Yep, give him something to hit.
Ball's going to be up for ball 1.
Number 12's at bat with a 1-0 count. It's Travis Allen.
Line drive to center field. Irwin's going to try to cut that one off in the gap. He's going to slide in easily for a double. Leading out this top of the 6th.
It's a good hit. Hate to say it, but it's true.
Oh,
Now batting.
no doubt about it.
Number 5. Corbin Royals.
Number 5, Broyles, I believe, coming up to the plate. Runner on second with nobody out. Ellis in the stretch. Comes to the plate. Up and in, almost gets him. Ball 1. Pretty good lead out on second base. Pitch inside, ball 2. Deals home, runner goes to third. On an off-speed pitch, he's going to get in there safely. I mentioned he had a pretty good lead over there.
He did.
And he got a good jump. I don't think there was any opportunity for Carlo to throw him out, especially on a breaking pitch right there. Slides in safe easily on third. 3-0 count. Called strike 1. Fouls off, bring the count full. Looking to come all the way back right here against this hitter. Payoff pitch from Ellis. Going to be down and out for ball 4. Moves the runner to first base. Now you got runners on the corners with no outs. They look to do a little bit more damage against the Farmers right here. Stretch that lead out a bit.
Number 13, Trent Thompson steps in with no outs on him. Like Mike said, runner on the corners.
Runner goes, pitcher nails him right in the back. Going to load up the bases. That hit him pretty square.
Mm-hmm.
Now batting number 22, Jason Wilkins.
Number 22, Wilkins, up to bat. No outs and bases loaded right here. Called strike one.
Looks like they do a courtesy runner. Corbin's coming in for. Was that Trent on first?
Believe so. Line drive over the second baseman's head, out into right field. Gonna hold the runner from coming around from third. So bases loaded, single to right field, scores a run, leaves the bases loaded right here, and now we're at a 9-0 score. Good line drive, single.
Eli Emery.
Well over Tuck's head at second base.
Eli Emery in the box now.
Ellis leaves it up a little bit. Ball one. With the 1-0 pitch. Ground ball hard at second base. Tuck, dive and stop, comes up on his knees and makes the play at first base. Great defensive play by Tuck. They are going to drive in the run, but he's going to get the out at first base.
Now batting number 18, Grant Burton.
Who was that kid? You know him?
Second baseman?
Yeah.
Oh, he's too small to see from here.
Now, great play by little Reese out there. Second base. Get a ball misses. Just out and away, I believe. 1-0 count. Runners at second and third now. After that force out at first base.
That was the same one. Low and away.
Yeah. 2-0 the count. That ball misses inside. Carlo Hoppin looking the runner back at third. It's going to make the count 3-0 right here for Ellis. Chopper to third.
Got the runner home. Good play by Sebastian.
Yeah, good call right there. We've seen him make that play a couple of times from third base.
Luckily, he didn't have a big lead off third, or he might have been safe.
And that ball, perfect hop right there at his chest.
Yep.
Easy one to turn and make a good choice. Cuts down that runner going home. Going to put runners on the corners now. 2 outs.
For Rhodes. He's going to try and get another courtesy runner at first, I guess.
Now running at first base, number 7, Reed Moon.
This might be the first time we've played in a while where our boys and their boys are about the same height.
Some of them.
Yeah, some of them.
Yeah.
They've got some pretty. They've played. Good Lord, they're just big.
Yeah.
So it's fouled left.
Yep. Line drive foul down the left field line. We don't have a good look down that line. Standing right here at the.
I was guessing because
at the home plate side of the third base dugout, but yeah, McNeese did move. That was hard hit, definitely foul. Runners at the corners, 0-1 count. Third to first pickoff attempt there by Kate Ellis. Runner back in easy. 2 outs, runners on the corners, 0-1 count. Runner goes, line drive to center field. That ball is down. Irwin's going to field it. It's going to bring in 1 run. They're going to hold the runner from first. He's going to go first to third on a single. And they're sitting in the same situation. Runners at the corners with 2 outs here.
Now batting number 19, Mason Barnes.
3 runs across now this inning. Puts the Farmers at a 11-0 deficit.
Well
Pitch
hit.
popped up to left center field. That's going to fall in front of the outfielders for another single. That's going to score the runner from third. Runner from first moves up. Now you've got runners at first and second. 12 runs across the plate tonight against the Farmers.
Now batting
And
number
they've
11,
been
Trenton Bell.
pretty well earned, right?
Yeah.
We had an ugly game the other night. Both sides. It was wet, nasty. Tonight, it's been pretty clean.
Yeah.
They're just they've been able to hit the ball, and the Farmers haven't been able to get their offense rolling. Well pitched game. One 0 count from Ellis. We called strike 1, even it up. Coach is going to call timeout and have a chat with his batter. Little swing coaching going on right there, looks like.
The hip jive is not normal in an everyday conversation unless you're talking about swinging. Maybe a dance move, I don't know.
1-1 count by Ellis. Comes to the plate. Breaking ball, called strike 2. 1-2, 2 outs. Ball's fouled off. Keep the count at 1-2. Ellis tries to work out of this 4-run top of the 6th right here. 2 strikes, 2 outs on the batter. Drives it to left field. McNeese going back to the wall to field it. That's a hit. He is rounding. Now he's going to stay. Thought he was going to round. It looked like he might try to come to 3, but he cleared the bases right there with a hard shot double to left field. Hopping to the wall. That's another 2 runs across. 6 runs here in the top of the 6th. Farmers now trailing 14-0. Pop fly to right field. Venegas under it easily to end this inning. Stop the bleeding right there at 6 runs.
A lot of blood. A lot of bleeding on that one.
Come back in here to try to make something happen here in the bottom of the 6th, trailing by 14. Who we got up, Tuck?
I don't know.
Irwin, so it would be Venegas. I think Jair Venegas should be up. Jair Venegas, Red Wine, and
Carlo.
All right, we'll be back. right, back at it here in the bottom half of the sixth. Right fielder Jahir Venegas, number 15 at the plate, leading off this bottom of the sixth. Strike one called, low in the zone, right at the knees. Fastball fouled off down the right field line. Brings the count to 0-2. Start off this inning here for Jahir. Ball up, he barrels it up, but popped up to right field, or center field. Right in the middle. Makes the play for one out.
Now batting number 4, Sebastian Redwine.
Number 4, Sebastian Redwine. Third base right now. Moved around a little bit tonight. Some of their defensive shifts. Take strike one, breaking ball right there. 0-1 count.
That's a pitch from the side view. I think he was like, oh, he's fixing to sit back and crush this thing, and they don't. Like
Takes breaking ball down right there, even up to count at 1-1. Pitch popped up to center. Pretty well hit, but right at the center fielder. Makes the play easily. Bring up 2 outs here in the bottom of 6. Bringing up to the plate, catcher number 13, Carlo Venegas.
Now batting number 13, Carlo Venegas.
First pitch to Carlo. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Good pitch down low. Carlo chases. Fouled straight back. Strike 2. 0-2 count coming to Venegas. Oh, 2 pitch on the way. Fouled back again. Fighting off that fastball. Goes into the windup once again. 0-2 pitch to Carlo. Breaking ball in the dirt. He's going to take it. Count goes to 1-2. Carlo back in the box. Timeout called to reset. Good job of fighting that one off. Good breaking ball. Carlo able to foul that one back and stay live here at 1-2. Fastball up, high. That's going to be ball 2. Even it up at 2-2. Good AB by Carlo right here, battling off a lot of good pitches. Fouls that one back, keeps the count at 2-2.
Fixed to be his 7th pitch, I think. Maybe an 8th.
Takes that one up. Going to bring the count full. Payoff pitch on the way. Fights it off again. And great at bat by Carlo, fouling off a lot of good pitches. Staying alive, get an opportunity. Like to see him get on base right here. That ball's going to be down. He's going to take it for ball 4 and a outstanding at bat. 9 or 10 pitches right there. Draws the full count walk. Fouled off a lot of really good pitches, fastballs and breaking balls.
Now batting number 6.
Stay alive right there. Good AB.
Now we got our DH up.
Yeah, DH number 6, Jace Fagan.
He's contributed quite a bit to a lot of his at-bats throughout the season.
Be a good opportunity to run into one right here, number 6. Hard swing, fouls it back for strike 1.
Come on, 6.
Carlo, modest lead over there at first. Breaking ball. Breaking ball a little bit up, but comes back down in the zone. Tall batter. Called strike 2. 0-2 count on Fagan.
Go, 6. Good eye.
Misses outside. Brings the count to 1-2. Swinging strike 3. That's going to end the bottom of the 6th for the Farmers. 1 inning left to play here. Farmers trailing 14-0.
We'll be starting the next inning with 7, 8, 9 hitters.
We'll be back. Nope, they're done. It's a run rule. Yeah. We got our run rule completes the game. We will be done here. We'll be joining you again tomorrow night, same time, same neutral field here out in Canton for game 2 of this matchup. Hopefully we can get a little bit different result tomorrow and get the bats rolling.
Hope so.
We'll see you guys later. Stay tuned. Go Farmers.